Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you my Walking Dead review. Remember, every Tuesday you're going to get a Walking Dead review. This is Season 1, Episode 5. They came out on November 28th, 2010. Um, and it's called Wildfire. And it starts out with Rick talking to this is like after that big attack happened from the last episode. So this is Rick talking to Morgan, who we saw in the beginning of the first episode. I meant to say the beginning of the season, but this who we saw in the beginning of the episode, and he is just telling him what's been going on since he's left him, how the city's not what it's made out to be, where he's camping, and how he had that attack last night. Um, I just want to make sure I get and then afterwards, everybody is burying the the dead bodies from last night because so they don't get turned into zombies. They're kind of like chopping them up and then they bury them in the graves. And I'm trying to remember. So what Lori tries to talk to, I think her name's Andrea, who is still sitting where Amy's body is, because that's her sister, so she just still can't believe that she died. So Rick tries to deal with her, but then she points the gun at him. It's like, okay, it's alright. And Dale is saying, the old guy, Dale, alright, let me just make sure I get this right. The old guy, I just want to make sure I know who the old guy is. Let me just double check. Okay. Oh, fuck, I'm screwing up. But Dale says that we have to put her down before the zombie comes up. And they don't want to do she doesn't want to do it. We find out that Jim ended up getting bitten. During all the attack, he got bitten. And the Rick wants to take him to the CCD, because, or CDC, I think it's called, because that's where you can get healed from. The game doesn't really want to do it. I'm just gonna kind of explain this all in one. Well, I'll talk about the old man that runs the RV. Name's Jeffrey, I guess. Comes to pay his respects to Amy, and he talks about how he never told him how his wife died, and I guess, and it was from cancer, and he kept making her go to appointments, getting all these surgeries to make sure she was okay, but she was ready to die, but he wasn't. And he says he never did anything for anybody else until until he met his daughters, and then Andrea talked about how when she was in college, Amy would always have her birthday, because today actually was her birthday, and she ended up putting the necklace that she was gonna wrap for as a present around her. And then she talked about how she would always be in college and would always say that she would come up and see her for her birthday, but she never ended up doing that. And Jeffrey says it's okay, and then I think Amy turns into a zombie because her eyes opened, and she says, "I'm sorry I wasn't there enough for you, but I'm here now," and then she ends up shooting her. And then they bury her. Dale thinks that they should burn them, and Glenn told him not to. Dale thinks that they should, I don't know why, he's just sick like that, but Lori talks about how they're human, so we're gonna, we're gonna, just, we bury our people. And then Lori and Rick come up and check on Jim, and he's kind of starting to get the zombie mindset. He's starting to get a fever. And then Shane wants Lori to talk some sense into Rick, because they had like a confrontation when they were burying bodies, because Shane kind of blames Rick, I guess, for what happened since he took off last night, and he says that if he didn't get back from what he did, he would have never he would have never they would probably have lost the whole camp. So then later on, when Shane and Rick end up out in the woods, um, Shane and Rick are talking, and Rick wants him to back Shane up. Rick wants Shane to back him up because he wants to do what is right for his family, wants to make sure everything's okay. And then Rick says, if it was your family, you would do the same thing. And then Shane gets pissed by this because it was his family at one point. It's like, and Rick says, I wasn't meant to be taken like that. You took it too harsh. And then they hear something in the woods. And when they're trying to find out what it is, because they have guns with them, Shane acts like he's gonna shoot Rick, and then he gets caught by Jeff, and he's like, "Let's go back to camp. Let's get moving." So I wonder if this is gonna be used later. I like that they kind of I like that they're kind of teasing like tension between them. It's probably gonna really intensify later on in the season, probably, or maybe later on in the series. And Shane agrees that they should all go to town. And they agreed. Some of them don't go. And so they go off. So they go off in their separate ways. And Rick tells Morgan that he's gonna leave him a map to how to get there, because by the time he gets there, he won't be able to. They'll be gone. So in the red car, he leaves the map, and everyone drives off. Different cars and stuff. But the gas runs out, and the whole motor kind of gets totaled, and Jim just pretty much tells Rick that he wants just them to just take off, leave him in the woods, and they agree to do so. And they all say their goodbyes to him. And then when they drive off, it cuts into like this transmission, kind of like a camera of a scientist, and he's trying to find a cure. His name is I'm gonna look up his name real quick, because I didn't really hear his name because I didn't have the volume very loud. His name, or maybe I can just look it up right here. And yeah, it's CDC. That's where he's at the CDC because they're trying to find a cure. I'm just looking up his name real quick. His name is Edwin Jenner. And yeah, he's trying to find a cure for the zombies attack. He says it's been 191 days. He's been living underground. And he can't find a cure. The whole thing, one of the samples end up blowing up, and then he just says he's thinking about committing suicide. He's just gonna get drunk, and he ends up tossing a bottle, and it goes really far. And then all the gang shows up, and Daryl shoots one of them with his arrow launcher thing, in the head, and then no one's there, so they're all gonna leave. And then Rick sees the camera move, so he knows someone's in there, and Edwin sees him. And Rick knows the camera's moved, so he tells them to let us in, have a hut, we have children and stuff out here, and they think he's just going crazy. So Shane's like, you're killing us, so he's trying to hold him back, and then the thing opens, followed by like a white light, and that's how the episode ended. And that was really it. I thought the episode was fine. And it was good. That's really all I have to say. Just check out the episode. That's all I really have to say. All I have to say is peace out.